Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the program that you're listening to. Okay, this is part two. We are Israel, a people. We are Israel, a people. So this is part two of it. And of course, you know the book, banned from the Bible, Enoch, Jubilee, Hasher. You read Hasher first, then Jubilee, then Enoch. The Apocrypha, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, judgments, prophecy, everything is in that book. Then you have this. You got to know the demons. You got to know your demons and what demons there are serving now over there, and those people in there on that piece of dirt that they call Israel, and not us. The testament of the 12 patriarchs. That's our fathers, who we come from, the lineage where we come from. Israel, that's where we come from. And that's why I'm here. Jesus told you from in the last day, that's why I want to send to you, Elijah. And he's going to turn the horse back, the children's horse back to the father's, the father's horse back to you. At least I come and strike the earth with a curse. So that's who y'all listen to. Of course, you know I have dreams for you. And part one, I told you the dream that I had. Yeah, but you know I had dreams for you. As time go on, I'm going to tell you the dreams. I'm tell you the dreams because that's what it's about. The spirit of prophecy. So you should know what is the spirit of God, the spirit of prophecy. All right. The spirit of the Lord God. We went over that. That's in Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. Okay, so when we stopped off at phone kept on ringing, and that's how Satan attacks you. He don't attack you, he can attack you in a little bitty simple ways. He attacks you, and they keep on attacking. Because, like I said, I'm doing these videos live. I'm not taking and making a movie out and hide my face and cut out and put in. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. And then, like I said, I was going to practice and learn how to do it once again. But the Lord God is not going to. Lord God wants you to know. He wants you to hear and know, and not to be under somebody come along and splice this together, splice that together. He don't want that. He wants you to hear it straight from the mouth of his servants. All right, so where we stopped off at, we stopped off in let me see. We stopped off in Jeremiah. That's where we stopped off at. We stopped off in Jeremiah, and we was talking about the evils, the evil figs. That was what we were talking about. And so that was found in Jeremiah chapter 24. Jeremiah chapter 24. I want to read that for you right there. And then said the Lord unto me, what seest thou, Jeremiah? And I said, figs, the good figs, very good, the evil figs, very evil, that they could not be eaten. They are so evil. And again, the word Lord came and said, thus saith the Lord God, God of Israel, like the good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of charities for their good. For I will set my eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land. I will build them, and not pull them down. I will plant them, not pluck them up. I will give them a heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. For they shall return unto me with their whole hearts. And as evil fish which cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Surely thus saith the Lord, so will I give Zedekiah, the king of Judah, and his princes, and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt. And I'll deliver them, and to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all places where I shall drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, the pestilence among them, till they be consumed off the land that I gave unto them to their fathers. So that's the blessings and the curse. All right. So let's get back down to what we was talking about. So I was telling you about the dream I had about the good fig. So it's a spiritual fig. And so I found that, I went back, and like I told you, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look for it and seek it till I find it, because that's how the Lord has blessed me. Because they say no, 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 you're gonna go back and find that. Cause a lot of times I say, man, I ain't going look for that. And then the Lord God come along and makes me get love. But let's go back to the evil figs. So I went to Israel. So that's where the Lord God sent me to Israel to deliver a prophecy unto them. I'm talking about the land of Israel. That's where he sent me, to the land of Israel, and to deliver a prophecy unto that piece of dirt, the people, whatever they call, so-called. And so they had this fig tree. I went to Samaria. I might have told you this in another one of my videos. I went to Samaria, and boy, I seen them big old pretty figs. They was purple, and they was big, plump, but not as big as the ones I had seen in the spirit world. So I went over there and grabbed that fig, boy, and tore that fig, boy, up. Man, that fig was so nasty and rotten and evil. I couldn't even eat that fig. I had to throw it away. I had to throw that fig away when I went over there. So that was that dream was about, and that happened. That what took place. All right, Isaiah chapter 21. This is another dream that I had. This is how the fig dream came about. The burden of the desert of the sea, whirlwinds in the south pass through, so it cometh from the desert, from a terrible land. A grievous vision is declared unto me. A treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously, and a spoiler spoileth. Go up, O Elam, besiege, O Media, and all the sign thereof have I made to cease. Therefore are my lines filled with pains. With pains have taken hold upon me, as the pains of a woman that travaileth. I was bowed down at the hearing of it. I was dismayed at the seeing of it. My heart panicked. Fearfulness affrighted me. The night of my pleasure had he turned into fear unto me. Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, anoint the shield. Anoint the shield. For thus saith the Lord, for thus had the Lord said unto me, go, set a watchman, let him declare what he said. And he saw a chariot with a couple of men, a chariot of asses and a chariot of camels, and they hearkened diligently with me, with much heed. And he cried, a lion, that's a running joke. And he cried, a lion, my Lord, I stand continuing up on the watchtower in the daytime, and I'm set in my ward whole nights. And I am set in my ward whole nights. And behold, here come a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen. And as he answered, saying, Babylon is fallen, and all its graven images of her gods have broken unto the ground. O my threshing in the corn of my floor, that which I have heard of the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, have I declared unto you. The burden of Dumah, he called unto me out of the seer, watchman, what of the night? Watchman, what of the night? And the watchman said, the morning coming, and also the night. If ye will require ye, return, come. For the burden upon Arabia, and the forest in Arabia should ye lie, O you traveling companies of Diding. The inhabitants of the land of Timah brought waters to him that was thirsty. They prevented with their braid him that fled. They prevented with their braid him that fled. That's all I can do is read it. That's Isaiah chapter 21. For they fled from the sword, from the dawn sword, from the bent bow, from the grievousness of war. For thus saith the Lord, saying unto me, within a year, according to the years of Ahab, all the glory of Kedar shall fail, and the residue of the number of the archers, the mighty men of the children of Kedar shall be diminished, for the Lord God of Israel has spoken. So that was the dream. Like I told you, man, them horses and things was coming, and I was behind him. And then the captain, he turned around to that fig tree. He said, I'll make you eat them. So you ain't got to make me do nothing. Them big old, them figs was big and pretty figs. Yes, they were. Okay, so now let's get back to what we was talking about. I'll tell you another dream as we go along. You are Israel. You are a people. You're not no piece of dirt. You're not no Jews. You're not Jews. No, 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 no. You're not Jews. No. The Jews want to be you. You don't want to be them. They want to be you. They want to have the inheritance that you have, and they can't have it. They can't have it. All they can do is go through the motions and things. And then when you see and really look at what they are doing, you see that these people have nothing to do with Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob. Our people wasn't like that. You go all the way back to our people, even to our father of our father, Adam. When you go back to our people are not like that. Our people are givers. Our people are not takers. Our people are not people to our people are not people that are without mercy. People have mercy. People are not people without mercy. So let's go in and see, and we going. That's why I'm here right now, to prove to you who we are. And we did part 1, but we got to go into these scriptures, and we're gonna find these scriptures. And as we find these scriptures, I'll give you another dream. All right, now we're gonna go to Jubilees chapter 30, verse 10. Jubilees chapter 30, verse 10. Now the reason why we're going to Jubilees chapter 30, verse 10, I want to show you that that star that they worshiping, that star that flag is up on, that purple star they call the Star of Judah now. That's not us. That's not us. That's not our flag. That's not us. All right, we're going to see. All right, chapter 30, book of Jubilees, chapter 30, verse 10. The man who had defiled his daughter should be rooted out of every corner of all Israel, because they have given of his offspring to Moloch, M-O-L-O-C-H, Moloch, a pagan god that worship of which involved burning of child alive. That was it. A pagan god that worship of which involved burning the child alive and committed impurity and defiled his child. Impurity. It's an impurity. And defiles his child. So that's the God that they worship. Well, how do they worship that? Man, come on. What do you think abortion is? We went over this in another video. So what do you think abortion is? What do you think abortion is? Once they kill the children, then they take the child after they get their stem cells or whatever they want from out of that fetus. Then they take it and throw it in a cauldron. And what is a cauldron? A furnace, and it burns up. So that's all I can tell you. Now, we're going to our people, where we come from, for how we know that we are who we are. How we know that how the people that we are. Okay, now we're going to Abraham in the book of Hashir, in chapter 17, and we're going to verse 17. Chapter 17, verse 17. 17. At the time the Lord appeared to him and said, I'll make my covenant between me and you, and I will greatly reproduce your offspring. And this is the covenant which I make between me and you, that every male shall be circumcised, you and your descendants after you. At the 8th day shall they circumcise, and this covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. See, that's the flesh, that's the covenant of circumcision. As it say, all right. For I will bless you. We can strip down to verse 20. So, he changed. Well, we'll just go 19. Therefore, your name shall be called Abram, but Abraham, and your wife shall no more be called Sarai, but Sarah. For I will bless you both, and I will reproduce your descendants, that you shall become a great nation, and Cain shall come before you. Now, let's go back to 20. For I will bless you both. See, both. And I will reproduce your descendants. Now, you know Abraham had other children. We went over that. You know Abraham had other children. But he said he will bless the descendant of Abraham and Sarah. Noah, there's both of their descendants. That you should become a great nation, and Cain shall come before you. So that's an everlasting covenant that he made with Sarah. That's the way we come from. We're taking our time. We're going through the changes. We're taking our time because you have to know these things, man. You can't just you have to know these things. You can't just say that you can't just say these things are just in the Holy Bible, which don't give you all the information that you really need. They give you a synopsis of the information. But you have to know who you are, where you come from, and what people you come from. Because if you don't know, then these people can do like they're doing now, telling you now. You know, they didn't tell us that, as I told you in the last video. They just stole everything from you. They're taking it all. They own everything. And that's the law of God said. They're going to do a sin until they do a sin that is unpardonable. And what is an unpardonable sin? They just stole everything from you. Everything they have taken from you. Lied upon you. Cheated. Now they're trying to kill you. Why? They've been trying to kill you. Man, come on, bro. That's what this is about. If they can kill you, and they can take everything and wipe you off the face of the earth, and they ain't got to pretend to be you. They say, well, we you. They ain't got to pretend no more. But this is that's what's going on. You don't understand that. That's what's going on. All right. So now. So Abraham was about to die. But before he died, he wanted Isaac to have a wife. That's what he said. Eleazar, Abraham's servant, prayed and said, O God of Abraham, my master, send me, I pray you, a good speed this day, and show kindness to my master, that you shall appoint this day a wife for my master's son from his family. From his family, master son from his family. And the Lord listened to the voice of Eleazar for the sake of his servant Abraham. And it happened to meet with a daughter of Bethuel, the son of Micah, Milch, the wife of Nahor, the brother to Abraham. The wife of Nahor. The brothers know who come from Nahor, right? Okay. And Eleazar came to her house. And Eleazar related to them all his concern, that he was Abraham's servant, and greatly rejoiced at him. And they all blessed the Lord who brought this thing about, that they gave him Rebekah, a daughter of Bethuel, for a wife for Isaac. And that's the beginning of it. So you know that there was a kin, and they wanted that seed to continue on, because that's a righteous seed. That's why the Lord God told you, don't go marry these strange people. Don't marry these strange people. They're not of you. They're going to turn your horse away from God. That's what Saul. When you go to read about Saul, when you read that in the book, when you read the book of Saul, and he went after them strange gods, also in the Holy Bible, where he went after them strange women, and wind up serving them strange gods. And what happened to them? So that's why you got enough of us all over. We scattered throughout all over the nation, kingdom, through all four corners of earth. We are scattered. So, man, anyway. All right. Now, verse 40, we're on we're in the book of Hashim. And we're on chapter 24. Chapter 24. We're on verse 40. The young woman was of a beautiful appearance, She was a virgin, and Rebekah was 10 years old in those days. 10 years old now. Now you know Isaac was Isaac was old man. And then, you know how they do this. Isaac was old man. She was only 10 years old. But you gotta understand back there, that 10 and 10 today, because when I was in school, uh, man, I know this girl. This girl looking like a grown woman, and she wasn't no more than 10 or 12 years old. That's right, looking like a grown woman. So, and that's the same thing happened to Dana, our sister. That would happen to her. The tribe that was wiped out. Dana was young. I think she was about 12 years old, but she looked like a grown, fine, healthy woman. And that's what happened. And Bethel and Laban and his children made a feast that night, and that Eleazar and the men came and drunk and rejoiced there on that night. So that's what happened. So that's how old Rebecca was when they met her. Okay, now on the 59th year of the life of Isaac, the son of Abraham, Rebekah, his wife, was still unable to conceive in those days. Now, 59 years, so I think she was, she had got older, because I don't think they did do that. The 59 year, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was 50 years old when he met her. If I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken. It says it in the book. Now, I'm not going to look for it. Let me see. Wait a minute. All right, here you go. We're going to go Rebecca, the daughter of Bethel, the wife of Abraham's son Isaac, was unable to conceive in those days. She had no children. Isaac lived with his father in the land of Canaan. The Lord was with Isaac. And what? Arpachshad, the Arpachshad lived were 438 years, and he died. Let's see. I lived Canaan, Lord, Arpachshad. Arpachshad, the son of Shem, the son of Noah, died in those days in the 48th year of the life of Isaac. In the 48th year of the life of Isaac. Okay. So we established that Isaac was 48 years old. 48 years old. So when he met, so he was around that age when he met Rebecca. Now, let's jump down. So now we're in the 26th verse. So we established that he was 48 years old. So he had to meet her, I guess he had to meet her, what, 40 something? He was 40 somewhere anyway. In the 59th year of his life, Isaac's son, Rebecca, his wife, still was unable to conceive in those days. So he was 59. So she met her at 10. And so he was in the 59th year. So you got to add those years to her. So she was, if he was 59, 48 when he met her, she was 10. And then 59. Now, I could do it in my head, but let's do it the right way. So he was 48. She was 10. Then in the 59th year, so I'll get it this way. 11 years. 11 years. So now she was 21 years old. So she was 21 years old and she still wasn't able to receive. Okay. So reason why I'm doing this so you know where we came from. And Rebekah said to Isaac, I'm truly have heard, my Lord, that your mother Sarah was unable to conceive in her days. So he was unable to conceive in her days until the Lord of Abraham, your father, prayed for her, and she conceived by him. So that what she did. So Isaac answered his wife Rebekah, said, Abraham has already prayed for me to God to reproduce the descendant now thereof. This barrenness must proceed to us from you. So they went and prayed. Now, so she prayed. She got pregnant. All right. Let's see. I'm skipping. So So she went there and they prayed and she conceived. It said she conceived. All right. In the 7th month after the children struggled together within her, says, see, we're going to go Hashia, chapter 26, verse 8. And the Lord heard the prayer of Isaac, the son of Abraham, the Lord, and was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. That's right. And in about the 7th month after the children struggled together with her and pained her greatly, and she was wearied on account of them, she said to all the women who were then in the land, did such a thing happen to you as it has to me? And they said to her, no. See, it didn't happen to her. So she had a hard pregnancy. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And it's about the 7th month. All right, so let's read that. And she said to them, why am I alone in this among all the women that were on earth? And she went to the land of Moriah to seek the Lord. And on account of this, she went to Shem, Abel, his son, to make inquiries of them in the manner that she should seek the Lord in this thing respected. So you know Shem was. Shem was the high priest. Come on, man. Shem was the high priest. Let me explain something to you. When they say Melchizedek have no beginning and they have no ending, okay? Shem was on the other side. And it's going to happen to you too, because I was watching this movie, Eli. You seen that, Eli? Eli is a movie. That movie is about me. Now you might say, nah. Yeah, them demons they got together and made a fictional tale about the real Elijah. So that's about. And that thing on. What the movie was trying to show you was this, that after the world was destroyed, after the Lord God destroyed the world, that on the other side of the world, other side on the new beginning, that's what they was going to go through and deal with. So that's what the movie is about. But now we're really going to tell you something more. Now we're going to get in depth with that. Now here's the in depth with that, about Shem. Now, they say Melchizedek had no beginning and no ending. So, Melchizedek was on the other side of the flood. When the world was destroyed, he came with Noah. So, he had that old seed. I forgot how old when Shem died, how old he was. But he was along that lineage. The people lived 400, 500 years, 600 years, something. So, he was along with that lineage. So, after the flood, he was on the other side. With still those genes and still those things inside of him. That's what Shem. So that's why Shem was a part of the news. Come on, man. That's where Shem come from. That's why he called Melchizedek. He had no beginning, because his beginning was destroyed. His beginning was destroyed, and his ending was destroyed too. So, man, put it together. Come on, man. Y'all got to. Well, anyway. So she asked Abraham to seek and inquire the Lord about all that befallen her. Then all inquired the Lord concerning this matter, and they brought her word from the Lord and told her, 2 children are in your womb. The 2 nations shall rise from thee. One nation shall be stronger than the other, and the greater shall serve the younger. One nation shall be stronger than the other, and the greater shall serve the younger. That's what she said. And when those days to be delivered was completed, she knelt down, and behold, there was twins in her womb, as the Lord had spoken. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and all the people of the land called his name Esau, saying, this one was made complete from the womb. And after came his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Therefore they called his name Jacob. And Isaac, and the son of Abraham, was 60 years old when they had them. So he was 60, she was 21 years old. That's pretty good. Pretty good there. So now you know where we started at. Esau, you know where we come from. That's why I'm reading this to you. To let you know that Israel is a people no piece of dirt. Israel, strong. That's strong magic. It's real. That's Israel. It's strong magic. It's real. It is not. Okay, now, so we established that. And the reason why I'm going through that with you, the reason why I'm going through all that with you, to show you that Israel is a people. It's a people. It's not no piece of dirt or Jews. We're not Jewish. We are not Jewish. We are a people. We are a nation. We are a people. Now, I'm not going through all that with you right now. With that, I'm not doing that. Okay. Let's go to. Let's go. Let's go to a dream. Let's go to a dream. Dream that I had. I have so many dreams. I don't know which one I want. I don't know which one I want to I don't know which one I want to talk to you about now. My nose itching. Somebody wants to see me. I don't know who, but they wants to see me. The dream that I had. I told you a dream about the summer fruits. Told you a dream by Israel. So what dream that I could tell you about? Man, really ain't no dreams really coming to mind yet. They haven't. They haven't. I'm telling you. There's a shack dream. Nope. Uh-uh. Nah, no. Well, let me see. Tell you some truth then. Man, I do what? You, I just sit there and Lord God give me a dream for to tell you. All right, I was in this. I was with these men getting in a storeroom, open clothing room. They had a store front with a glass all around. I told them about how much it was going to cost and how much they should make every month, $550 a month for 5 months. And as I was walking with one of the men, we was talking, and I had a pearl in my hand, or a white bead, which I took and cast it on the street, and it rolled back unto me. And I told the men, no matter where I cast this pearl or bead, it will come back to me. It will come back to me. It passed, all right. So I think I was in New York. A lot of these dreams I be in New York. So I think I was in New York. And so when I was in New York, I had this pearl, and these men, like I said, was at a clothing store. So I was telling the men, how much they're gonna be making a month and things. So as we was walking away, I had the pearl in my hand, white pearl. I had my pearl in my hand. So I took the pearl and I just throw the pearl in the street. Pearl rolled right back to me. That's what it did. So we was passing, so I cast the pearl. So we was passing grapes, the grapes in the street where the water go down. So we were passing this grapes in the street, and it came back to me. I threw it out, and it came around the grapes in the street, and it came back to me. Next, I saw the man in the vehicle getting a rifle ready, and it had a scope on it, and it was in the car with another man who was driving. Now I woke up from that dream. Yeah, I woke up from that dream. They're still committing. I think I think right after this dream, if I'm not mistaken, I think after this dream, that's when they had that shooting in. They had that shooting in Las Vegas. They had 2 men in that shooting. They had 2 men with that. Yeah. All right. So that's one of the dreams. I got other dreams that I want to talk to you about, and God really wants me to tell you, but man, it's just that you're a people, and I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Just like Lord God told you, was stammering this and another thing shall I tell His people. I'm trying to get to tell you understand that we are a people, and we have a blessing. And the Lord God gave us this blessing, it's an everlasting blessing because of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shem, Noah, Enoch, and you can go on, and that blessing is an everlasting blessing, everlasting blessing. And so when it said Jacob's children, so we know Jacob had 12 children. Yeah, we know that. And we know that God changed his name to be Israel. So that's where we come from. So when he changed the name to be Israel, that's why collectively we are Israel. We have 12 tribes, but collectively our name is Israel. Why? Because Lord God, changed Jacob's name. Changed Jacob's name to Israel. And Israel is a people. It's not no Jewish. Because like I explained to you and like I read to you and showed you, the Jews was just people that was around us, that kept the Sabbath, that kept all the laws and the commandments that Shem had taught us from the time of Noah. Shem taught Abraham, and Abraham taught us. And that's how we got these laws and commandments and things. So that's how we got. And so that's a people. So only that lineage that come from Isaac. You see, the Lord God made a promise to you. Let's look at this here. So Lord God made a promise to you, and God gonna keep His promise. When Lord God said, when the time comes, which is now, and I was sending Elijah, and He's gonna tell you, He's gonna turn His heart back to your father. In other words, I'm teaching you and telling you that you can trace your lineage right now. You can trace your lineage all the way back to Abraham and past Abraham. Right now you can do it. All you have to do is take a hold one thing. All you have to do is believe that you are Israel. That's all. Just like Jesus said. Jesus said, I come to save those who are lost. So then He came to save us because we know that it's about prophecy and how we look at things. We want to view things as now, but you got to view things as a prophecy. Prophecy comes from way back at the beginning, all the way up to now, to this day. So when you look at when Jesus said, when Jesus tell them that I'm coming for the lost people, that's what He's doing. And He wasn't telling them things for now. For then He was telling them things not only for them, but up to us right now today. And we don't want to take a hold of that. No, we don't. We want to believe whatever these people, whatever our enemy told us that we are, that's what we want to believe. Yeah. Whatever our enemies say who we are and where you come from Africa. No, you don't come from Africa. No, you might have ran to Africa during the time they was doing all that killing, and Lord God told you to stay put or go into Babylon, you'll come back, but you didn't do that. Then when you did come back, when you did go back in the land, what you did? Sinned all over again. Yeah. All right. Okay, we're gonna go to I'm trying to see. I'm trying to give you the prophecy of me. Because they asked a question. They asked a question during the time when Jesus was walking. They asked, they was looking for him. They was looking for him. All right. No, now you know if I'm searching for that thing, I can't find it, but I'm gonna find it. In other words, they asked, there was when they asked him the question, "Who are you?" and they asked him, "Said, are you that prophet?" And he said, "No, well, he wasn't that prophet." And what he was talking about me, the day when Elijah come and turn the horses of the children back to false. So in the next video, I have that, and I'm sorry that I didn't put all these videos. All these dreams and things in this video, because of course you know if I didn't put it, there's a reason and purpose for everything on the sun. So there's a reason why I didn't put certain dreams and visions into that. Yeah, I put certain dreams and visions into that, and I have a lot of dreams for you, and I just don't want it to be pre-recorded. No, I don't want it to be pre-recorded. I want it to come out naturally. So when they start tampering with the videos and changing my words, because they have done that. Yeah, they have already started changing the words in my video and making them slow down, speed up, cut off, and do all that thing to discourage you from listening to those videos. And like I told you, when you don't hear these videos and things from me, you know that, hey, they're doing something. They're doing something, but you ain't got to worry about that. That's why I told you, go get the books, read the books, so when they start doing all that lying, cheating, stealing, because that's what they do, and killing, because at the end, when they're going to do everything, now don't think they're not, they're going to do everything to keep you from catching a hold of that truth, because they know once you get a hold of the truth, that's the end of them and the beginning of you. Now you can read that in the book of the Apocrypha, which we go in the book of Apocrypha. But right now I'm just trying, once you take a hold and see that you are Israel, you are a people, and you're not Israel, a piece of dirt, or a Jew, when you find out exactly who you are, then the Lord God will start pushing more and more and more to you. And like I told you, you're going to get real serious and real fast. It's getting serious now. It's getting serious right now. And then all that laughing, how hard that I was doing, it's gone. Dream that I had. Dream that I had. I used to drink Coca-Cola like it was water. I mean, I had stage 4 kidney trouble. Sure did. I had stage 4 kidney trouble. But the Lord God, once I start keeping His holy covenant, He made promises come with that holy covenant. And so I just started listening to the Lord God, listening to His holy angels, listening to the people that He has sent into my life. And so I changed, but this would happen. So I had a dream, and in a dream, you know how you be, sometimes you can't tell if you're really in the spirit world or you're not. Really, if you're dreaming or vision, sometimes you're actually there. So they had the 4 angels that came to see me, 4 angels. 4 angels who came to see me because we drank them cokes and things that give you gas real bad. It's not gas, it's acid reflux. Acid reflux, so it'd be tearing your esophagus up, and then you drink that caffeine. That caffeine is tearing down your kidneys, it's tearing up your bladders, and it's destroying with that sugar in it, and destroying your prostate. Sugar destroys your prostate. Sugar destroys, give you inflammation and infections, and all that. That's what sugar does to you. So that's why you should change your sugar into honey. And if you can, just moderation. So cut all that out. That white sugar, if you can cut that out your life, fine. Eat honey, and then also incorporate herbs, all the different herbs. I don't care how nasty and bitter. Eat that. Then it got wormwood. Wormwood is bitter, 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 bitter. It's very bitter. Start drinking wormwood tea. Man, start drinking wormwood tea. Start drinking wormwood tea, and clean your body of the impurities with that sugar have done, and with this and hyssop, HYSSOP. Make sure that you incorporate hyssop tea, make a hyssop tea, and hyssop tea, and they have some few other things. hyssop tea, and then, go back to eating all those herbs and get rid of that salt out your diet. The reason why you get rid of salt out your diet, because they have preservatives, and they have preservatives already. And everything you eat, you have preservative. And what is salt? It's a preservative. And that's basic in everything that you eat. They already have salt or sugar in everything that you eat. So you don't have to put that in your diet. And so you incorporate these different herbs in your diet. And when you incorporate these different herbs, you're going to start feeling better. Yeah, all the information and everything, you're going to start going away. You're going to start running to that bathroom. So, but anyway, back to the story. I had stage 4, and after the Lord God sent his holy angel, because he sent the holy angel to heal me. But I had to do things also. So I changed my diet, got rid of that coke and everything. But this what happened. He sent me 4 angels. But on the last angel, now this is the first time I ever heard an angel laugh or angel joke. But it was serious, one of them serious jokes. And so as he was leaving out, he was the last one to leave out. And he told me, said, yeah, all that gas and stuff that you be having from drinking all those cokes. Just like that. That's what he said. And he laughed. And he laughed just like that. Because, you have gas be fighting and all that, boy. Just that gas be coming out your belt because you're drinking all that coke and destroying the kidney. So after he made that joke, the angel made that joke like that, told me that it was a serious joke. But he put it in a joking way. And after he told me that, I stopped drinking all the cokes and started cleaning up my life with that sugar and doing the teas like I supposed to, incorporated wormwood, showing the wormwood, bay leaf and all that, making teas out there. And next thing you know, I went back to the doctor and said, well, you don't have stage 4 kidney failure no more. But then after that, I was like to bake. I like to bake and put that half a cup of sugar in that cake mix, making them cakes. So what you gonna do? So you've been drinking cold drinks and soda and mess up diet. Now you obese. You have type 2 diabetes. That's right. So they say I had type 2 diabetes. Okay, borderline, but I had it. Type 2 diabetes. So Lord God showed me to start drinking that warm water, get rid of that sugar out of my diet, stop eating all those cakes and all those candies and cookies and all like that. Next thing you know, I went back to the doctor and said, oh, she couldn't figure it out. She said, the day you took your blood test, your sugar was 153, but your A1C was only 5.38, something like that. So that's what happened. But like I said, it all started with a dream. And with that last angel, that 4 angel, the last one made a joke about, yeah, just like you be drinking all them cokes and things and fighting. And after that, it was all over. So, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. And I understand why I didn't have nothing to say but till last. Like I told you before, when I start rambling stuff, don't worry about it. Muddle through, because there might be somebody listening that God don't want them to hear what's going on, and a message that He might don't want them to receive. So you listen to the video all, and then you find, you understand that my dreams at the last be way better than the ones at the first. So it's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And I'm alive to see you next time.